Unicorns and glitter and taxidermy critters are just some of the things they like. They also enjoy 80s hair bands, Grizzly Adams and John Goodman, so if you think that's weird then you can take a hike. But the things they enjoy the most are making art and cracking jokes, so without further ado, here are your hosts. You've got your two artsy gals, your two artsy gals. Here are your two artsy gals.
Holy shitballs, listeners. This episode is all over the place today. I don't even know what the hell we were doing. We did manage to talk about our topic a lot, or some, but we had a lot of sidebars. I think it's from the heat. Lonnie and I just got delirious. Anyway, quickly, just some ways for you to support our show, because as you know, we are 100% listener supported. So if we need to buy things, or we need to repair things or replace things, and we aren't able to do it through listener donations for this free and awesome podcast that you love, it has to come out of our pockets, which is kind of a drag sometimes. So if you would like to support the podcast that you enjoy so much, you can do it in a few ways. You can donate cash monies to us from our website, twoartsygals.com. There is a donate button, which will let you do it through PayPal. You can do a one-time donation, or you can set it up to do a small monthly donation. $10 a month would be radical. Seriously, that would buy us some kind of cool art supply that we want to talk to you about. Or it would help us with a monthly advertising budget. Anything like that. You can also get us a goodie from our Amazon wish list. I try to keep it current and put products up there that we would like to talk about with you, or we would like to test out and experiment with and show you guys how to use. So you can, again, at our website, twoartsygals.com, link to our Amazon wishlist through the button in the sidebar, and it will take you directly to it. And you can go, hey, I want to hear about this cool thing that's on their list. And it will send it directly to us through the magic of the interwebs. You can also just tell people about us. We need more listeners. So tell your friends about Two Artsy Gals. Tell your friends about podcasts. I have run into some people lately who don't even listen to podcasts. I'm like, what rock are you living under? So yeah, share us on your Facebook. Share us with your friends and family. Anyone you think that would enjoy us. Spread the word. You can follow us on all of the social medias. And right now we have, as you know, the Mod Podge giveaway going on. One for each, Twitter and Instagram. We are Two Artsy Gals on Twitter and Instagram. And you follow us there. And at the end of, the end of August, I think the 22nd is the contest date, the end date, we will randomly choose one of our Twitter followers and one of our Instagram followers to win a Mod Podge starter pack. Because Mod Podge is awesome and they donated a bunch of cool shit to us. So yeah, follow us there. We are also, of course, on Facebook. We post links to all of our newest episodes there. And we are on Pinterest, and we have awesome Pinterest boards full of cool things to look at for almost every single episode. We're going to talk a little bit today about some weird shit that is just random strange sidebar, and then we are also hopefully going to teach you guys a little bit about using scrap fabrics in your mixed media artwork. So enjoy. Hey everybody, this is Katie.
And this is Lonnie.
And you're listening to Two Artsy Gals. Yay! I think we've learned to do that quieter.
Yeah.
We used to just yell,
yes!
Although, did you listen to the Mod Podge Extravaganza episode yet?
Not yet.
I did. I found an echoey thing.
Cool.
And it made Kurt laugh so hard.
Oh my god,
Because I
can't.
said,
I
does
gotta
this
hear
sound dorky? And I played it for him, and he's like, oh my god, it's like I'm married to Hot Donna from that 70s show.
Oh,
it
yeah.
was hilarious.
Nice.
I'm like, all right, I'll go with that.
Yeah. Hey, Hot Donna.
But it was pretty fucking funny. I was like, he's, I'll play it again. It's funny. It's silly, but I did figure out how to do it.
Nice. I gotta listen to that.
So, oh, look. Who's here? I don't want to jinx this.
Aww.
But, he's here because the fan's blowing.
Yep.
The dog's in the room laying on the floor being
a good boy.
I almost said a decent human being. Because that's a thing, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, because Doodah is kind of a person.
I told my husband the other day that our animals are people, and he said I would get arrested if I cut a person's balls off. And I said, well, you acted like you murdered someone when we got our dog neutered. Like,
he was all upset about it.
they were all against it. I'm like, look, it's not your balls. It's the dog's balls.
Yeah.
Relax. Simmer down. I got my cat fixed.
Yep.
I wish that boy animals had, like, an annoying thing that they did when, like, because female animals go into heat, like the cat.
Yeah.
Or our old dog used to drip everywhere because, ew.
Oh.
But the cats are like, "Wah, wah," when they're in heat.
Yeah.
And, like, it's easier to ignore dogs or male cats because they just want to go hump everything.
Well, they spray, though.
Cats do, yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Gross cat pee.
Cats should keep their pee-pee to themselves. It's been a while since we hung out, Lonnie.
I know.
I feel like it's been forever. I hate it when we go this long.
Katie's studio is incredibly clean and
I had a
organized.
cleaning
I'm
tantrum.
a bit jealous.
And I made myself
Mine is
sick.
a freaking mess.
Dude, just have a tantrum like I did.
Yeah.
Actually, the reason I had a tantrum is because I stepped on a straight pin in my carpet that was over here in my not sewing part.
Fuck.
And it pissed me off because, and then so I got a new computer. A friend of mine gave me a
So
new to me
awesome.
computer. It's a really nice Mac because my PC needs to go to the PC doctor badly. And it's on its last legs. It's like 7 years old.
Wow.
In PC times, that's like a grandpa computer.
Yeah.
PC times, PC world. I don't even know what I'm saying.
PC
So
age.
I had to put the new desk together because I'm keeping my PC. Actually, when you're in graphic design, it's kind of cool to be able to look at stuff on a Mac and a PC because they look
Yeah.
differently. So it's cool to have something to compare. You can just go, oh, I need to do this on this computer and blah, blah, blah. So it's just neat to be able to look at it that way. But I had to put the desk together because last time Lonnie and I hung out, we went to IKEA and I got like a little,
And this cool little drawer thing.
yeah, I just like,
Can I open it?
yes.
Oh my gosh, it's
I know,
so
it fits paper perfect. I know. I got a little paper organizer thing,
So
and like I spent
cute.
$50 at IKEA and got some shit, but
It's really cute.
I put the desk together so I'd have somewhere to set up the computer, and then I had this like, I should have cleaned first, and I didn't. So I had this heaping mountain of crap that I was just like Swedish chefing it up in here. I was throwing shit over my shoulder and swearing and making weird noises. I just burped. I hope you guys didn't hear that. And so there was a layer of paper all like you couldn't see the carpet in here.
Oh my god.
And that's why I stepped on the straight pin because it was under the paper. So when I stepped down, I didn't see it and it came through the paper into my foot. And I actually pinned a piece of paper to my foot with the straight pin.
God.
So I was like, I need to fucking clean in here. I had a tantrum. So that's how I got a clean, very clean studio.
I used to step. My mom. There was always straight pins in our carpet when I was a kid. What the heck, Mom? And so I pinned my sock to my foot.
What I need to find, and I'm sure they make one. So my ex is a roofer, and he has this crazy roller tool thing and it's a little thing that it's not even a roller, you swing it back and forth, and it's a really powerful magnet on a handle.
Yes.
And it picks up all the nails out of people's driveways and out of their yards when they've done a roofing
smart.
tear off. And then it has a little thing that you squeeze, and it cuts off the magnet and allows them all to drop. And I need to find a smaller version of that for
bet
my
they make
studio.
those.
They have to
Yeah.
make it because seriously, if I had a choice, I would rip the carpet up in here. But we live in a rental, so I can't go around ripping people's carpet up when I don't actually own the carpet. So I have carpet. and it's not shag carpet, but it has kind of a higher pile to it. Mm-hmm. And fucking needles just work their way in there. Thankfully, I use straight pins that have a little ball on the end of them, so I usually see those.
Yeah, because my mom used the ones with the little tiny nub, and you don't. I
use dressmakers pins,
yes,
and T-pins. I don't use those. I have those, but I use them more for art shit. So I just had to throw a bunch away that were rusty because I had been using them for doing paper quilling, and they get wet with the glue, and they rusted. You would think those would be stainless, but I guess not. They would probably be way more expensive.
Yeah.
If they were stainless.
That's true.
I do want to bring one thing up because I looked over and I saw our 2 Mod Podge starter packs that we're giving away. And I want to remind everybody of the giveaway, but I also want to change a little something about it. Okay. So last week when we announced the Mod Podge giveaway for Twitter and for Instagram, I said you have to follow us and share or hashtag us in your posts. And if you do a post a day, like you hashtag us a post a day, then that's another entry. But since then, I have found out that it is actually quite a pain in the ass to track those analytics. And it's more work than I really want to fucking do. And I don't want to pay a bunch of fucking... I don't want to pay for software, basically, that will do that. So I'm changing it, which is you just have to be our follower on Twitter or Instagram. So follow us in both places. You'll have a couple chances to win. And tell people to follow us and you can win one of the starter packs.
Awesome. Good deal.
So, because I was trying to figure out if anybody had actually shared us this week and all this crap.
I saw Lois did something. Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? Speaking of Lois.
Super listener Lois.
She called and left us the sweetest message. It made us weepy.
I know. It was so nice.
We're going to play it for you right now. So guys, listen.
Hey, Katie. Hey, Lonnie. It's Super listener Lois here. I just had to call you guys because I just want you to know I am backtracking and trying to catch up with all your episodes because I've been out of sorts for a while. Everything was good, but I just haven't had the moment to breathe or listen. Anyhow, I just wanted to tell you, just finished listening to episode 109. It rocks. Angela's work is amazing. You guys were great. I feel like I was right there with you. I wish I were. And it actually is keeping me like in the zone because I'm getting ready to do some artwork that I have to finish up. And it gets me all psyched and everything. So it's great. It's like having my little artsy pals with me. I made little notes so I wouldn't forget what I wanted to say to you. Oh, Angela's necklaces are just awesome. I looked on the website. It's just, they're gorgeous on your website. And what else did I write? Oh, and I'm glad, so happy about the advertising money. I am thrilled to hear that. You go. And I can't wait to listen to your Mod Podge extravaganza. Anyhow, I wish I was there with you guys during that episode. I really do. But I felt like I was. And I love you all so much. And you really, like Angela says, and I feel exactly like she does, I laugh along with you, and I put you guys on when I'm working, and I feel like we're all in the studio together or my kitchen table together. And it's just great. So keep going. I love you, and hope to hear from you soon or whatever. Okay, bye. Good luck. Bye.
Wasn't that so sweet?
That was so nice, Lois.
I get
Thank
all
you
like
so much.
choked up that people think that like, because I feel the same way about other podcasts that I listen to. Like, I feel like I'm right there with them and like I'm hanging out and we're talking about cool stuff together.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, somebody is feeling the same way when they listen to us.
I know.
And it makes me get all like,
I know, because Angela was saying those things too. When we were, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so nice.
So know, people, that when we're recording, we're kind of envisioning talking to all of you.
Yeah.
Like I kind of feel like we're all hanging out.
Yep.
Don't start with your fucking dirt bike, Barky. He's a little wound up. Or he got in a fight with the neighbor's dog.
Oh no.
The other night. It was
dog drama.
I know. I don't understand dog politics, and it was ugly. And that dog is usually super sweet, but I guess she's really young and she's kind of going through an aggressive phase, and she like fucking bit his face.
Rude.
Like she was trying to hump him, and he was like being the dirty old man, get off my lawn dog, like, and she like attacked his face, and there was like yelling and yiping, and they had to pull him apart. And so Doodah's been a little broken since that happened. Like, he's been real agitated more than usual, but he's fine.
Yeah.
He has one little spot we're watching, but it didn't actually break the skin, but I noticed he's got a little knot like back there, like maybe a tooth puncture or something. But the neighbor yesterday, I answered the door and found she left us a bag with a note that apologizing, and a 6-pack of Guinness and a box of cookies and a couple of fancy candy bars and a candle. She's like, I'm so sorry. So it was sweet.
Wow.
And I understand. I get it. So, because Doodah is snorky.
Is that your new neighbor?
No. They're
ones that are
actually
moving.
moving, though.
Yeah.
I'm really bummed they're leaving.
Aww.
But anyway, we are going to talk about something today other than catching up on our lives and whatevs. But I don't know.
I know we haven't seen each other for a while. So.
We haven't seen each other for a while. And frankly, I just pulled this episode out my bum today because it's been a rough couple of weeks around here. Like, it's been like the drama with our car came to like a fucking fever pitch. Mm-hmm. And we finally did get our car back, and it is fixed, and knock on wood, it seems to be okay. But it was an ordeal. And basically I just had to wage a fucking cell phone campaign of terror on the guy and call him. I like called him 20 something times a day and texted him. Like, I had to make myself a nuisance to make sure that he was actually working on our car.
I hate that. I hate it when people make you, yeah.
It brings out the ugly side in me. And I actually swore at him, and like, the deal is that every time he had a new fucking excuse every week of why he wasn't done and why he had to do something else, and he screwed something else up, or this happened or that happened, and he never fucking took responsibility for anything and just said, hey, I screwed up. It was always like, this is just a bad car, or I'm like, what? My dad and my brother are both mechanics. You can say things to me and I know what you're fucking talking about. I'm not saying I could go out and fix a car, but I know what things are.
Right.
And I know that it's carelessness when you fucking repeatedly pinch a goddamn gasket when you're putting the fucking head back on the intake manifold. Like, that is carelessness. You should be looking. I can't tell you how many fucking times he did that. Or forgetting to put the goddamn tube for the oil dipstick in and having to take everything back apart and put it back down in there. Like, that is careless shit.
Yeah.
And so it was a new excuse every week. And you know what? If he's telling the truth, he has fallen on some hard times and it sucks. But at the end of the day, it's very unprofessional to tell your clients about your wife's health problems and about your personal problems. Mm-hmm. And it's not that I don't care. And the reason that we had let it probably go 4.5 months is because we are caring people.
Right.
But I just was pushed to a point where a guy, another human being was telling me about their spouse's dialysis and need for kidney surgery. And I said, I have 0 shits left to give about your life and your problems.
Wow.
Fix my fucking car. I lost it. And then from then it was on. Like, he was unpleasant to me. I was unpleasant to him. But anyway, I'm digress. That was a thing. And so I've just had a lot on my plate. I'll just say. Mm-hmm. I made myself sick working in the house last couple days. I can tell that you. Hot.
Yeah.
I've been kind of down, not feeling super great. So I haven't been planning podcast episodes because something's got to give somewhere.
Right.
So I just pulled this out my butt. Like I said, we're going to talk about using fabric in your mixed media artwork.
Yeah.
Because it's something I had on my mind.
Cool.
Because
hopefully not in your butt, because that would be
not
kind
in
of
my butt.
uncomfortable.
No.
Yeah. To have fabric up your butt.
I just pictured pulling fabric out your butt. Like a Kleenex dispenser. Yeah. Just wee. Only I wouldn't be saying wee. I'd be saying woo.
The magicians use that is a rainbow, like this long. It just keeps going.
If you guys could see us right now, we're doing like the hand motions where they keep pulling like the never-ending handkerchief.
Yeah,
but only out of someone's
That's fucking
butt.
Performance art right there.
Really,
yeah.
But I don't want to stuff that handkerchief up my butt. So maybe we could just give the idea.
Maybe it's
to
all wound
else.
up and it's just a little, plug. And then
and we went to butt plugs. There you go.
So there you go. Well, if you wanted to do that, that would be quite the performance art.
And then you should film it and show it to us.
Yeah.
Because we would like to see your butt with stuff
With
coming
stuff,
out of it.
yeah.
Well, no,
You have
fabric
to wear
coming out of it, not stuff.
unicorn horn or something while you're...
Yeah, you could wear the unicorn mask and then no one would see your face.
Yeah, or like a whole
So it'd
unicorn
be like
outfit.
You'd be like Banksy,
So it'd be
kind
coming out
'cause
of the
no one would know who
unicorn
you are.
butt.
Oh.
Yeah, instead of your own butt.
Or you could just not be a freak and use fabric in your mixed media artwork.
Oh, yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay.
So
Right.
I have a lot of fabric scraps.
Me too.
I was thinking about it, like, because I was cleaning up and I was like, I never want to throw them away.
I know. I have that same problem.
Because I have like I just made a really cute narwhal skirt
it's
out of the narwhal
super
fabric.
cute,
And
yeah.
now I have all this stuff left and I'm like, oh, I don't want to throw this away. I made a little bit of, why can't I think of what it's called? The bias tape. And I'll save that aside and use it for something else. I like making bias tape out of my scraps, but there's other shit you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I want to put a note in here, and I'm going to say it now, so I remind myself to write it down while I'm editing this, that I realized we have not done an episode that is just specifically about fabric.
Oh.
Why? I do not know. So
That's true.
I'm going to work on an episode about fabric. Because I used to work at a fabric store.
Oh my god! And there's
So I
so
know
many
some
kinds.
stuff.
And there's stuff
I
to
learned
know
some shit.
about fabric.
Yeah, right?
There's a lot. Yeah.
So that will happen in the future. Maybe in the fall. But yeah, I was thinking about ways that we could, because I actually do like to use fabric in my mixed media artwork and piece it in. So we're just going to have a casual conversation. And I'm going to make an awesome Pinterest board. I already started with it. But one thing I want to say, because I didn't actually have time to read it before Lonnie got here, but there's a really cool tutorial on our Pinterest board. And I think I'll post it to the website about using fabric scraps to make twine.
Oh my!
And it makes the cutest, most colorful twine that you can use in your artwork, in rustic looking jewelry, in
My mind
like
is like,
wrapping packages.
Is it like
anything.
you like braid it? Like
I don't. I'll find it for Lonnie. I'm trying not to show Lonnie the Pinterest board though,
Oh,
because
'cause
what
then
happens when
I
I
won't
show
talk.
Lonnie
I
the
know.
Pinterest board we're recording, she's all like,
I get distracted. I know. I'm like,
and then she's all, wow, look at
things.
this, and I'm like, wait, they
And then
can't
I'm like,
see.
oh, are there any Pokemon in here? Oh wait, we're recording.
Dude, Lonnie and I
Okay.
have been catching the Pokemon.
Oh,
I
and
only got
Multnomah
some
Village
fucking
is a good
Zubats
place.
up in here, and that's about it. I caught a Jigglypuff grocery shopping the other day. Cute. And I almost tripped over a little kid who I think was
There was
trying to catch
some
the
rhino thing in my yard yesterday.
A Snorlax? I got a Snorlax.
Ooh.
I hope you guys have been catching them all too, because it's super fun.
I think it's fun. I don't care. People are hating on it, and I'm just like, whatevs.
Oh, haters gonna... Oh,
Yeah.
now I'm gonna sing the Taylor Swift song, and I hate T-Swizzy.
Oh.
That.
Oh my fucking! It's really cute, you guys.
Like, I just
It's
did...
twisty and cute.
and you can use it for things.
Because I have so many. Yeah, I have scraps because my kid cuts stuff weird. I'm trying to teach my kid how to cut a piece of fabric, not like from the middle and make this crazy
that would
shape.
make
You know what I mean?
my
Yeah.
eye twitch like
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh, yeah. My mom was really on me about like, nope, you maximize. You know what I mean? You use.
Yeah, sometimes I don't even follow the pattern instructions because I'm like, this is a
It's a
dumb way to
waste.
do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I realize some of it you have to do, like when you have a directional pattern
Yeah. Yeah.
and you're going with a straight of grain, you always have to consider that. However, I do get like, what this could go
My
here.
kid will just cut up the
We could
middle
have a
of a
whole
piece
nother
of
thing.
felt,
No.
make a circle. I'm like, dude, no.
the corner.
Use the corner.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I know.
Then I'm like, okay, I'm
the same way with paper though.
It's like a 33-cent sheet of felt. I should probably calm my tits, but
No, but look, your kid needs to learn this now so that in the future
yeah,
they don't do it with more expensive fabric.
yeah, yeah,
'Cause-
because it just makes me,
Yeah.
makes the hair on the back of my neck
It
stand up.
does. So you have all these weird ass scraps because you're a kid.
Yeah. Oh
And
God.
I
yeah,
have
it's
scraps
horrible.
because I sew things and like,
Mhm.
and I always try to buy more fabric than I need.
Uh-huh.
Although I'm going to have to buy more TARDIS fabric because I didn't get enough for the dress that I want to
Oh
make.
shit.
I know, I'm super bummed.
I wonder
But-
if you could get. Never mind.
No.
I was like, get another kind and then mix them together.
No, I couldn't do that because I'm making a dress.
Oh, okay, yeah.
that would
it's
look
not like
silly.
Okay.
But I'm going to have leftover TARDIS fabric, and I have like all this crazy fabric left over. I have a whole bunch of pillow ticking actually that left over from a project that I want to use for some mixed media art. So we're going to talk about this. First, though, I thought that it would be useful to talk about some adhesives and some things that work great with fabric.
Okay.
Because some don't. And depending on what you're adhering it to, you can have some crappy effects.
Yeah, like if it soaks through and leaves a crust.
Yeah,
or
and
whatever,
it makes it crusty and you don't want to do it. I think the fabric Mod Podge is definitely something to use. I don't know that I've used it to adhere fabric to paper.
I haven't.
But
either.
I think that would work really well.
Yeah,
I think it's a thinner
probably try that.
wash. But I use tacky glue. Just regular old Aleene's tacky glue, clear or the original formula, depending on what I'm doing. And like if my fabric's kind of sheer, I use the clear because I don't want it to show through. Because the white doesn't always dry completely clear.
Yeah.
But also, Aleene's makes a fabric fusion now that
cool. I've never seen that.
I forgot I had it. I found it when I had to get into my adhesives. My Gorilla Glue was fucking dry in the tube.
Oh.
And it made me mad, so I had to use super glue. And I don't know if you saw the pictures that I sent you on Messenger last night. I had to fix our fucking cart because the wheel broke off of our cart that we keep our recording equipment in. And so I tried to glue it back on, and all I did was glue my finger to the cart and I glued the tube of glue into my hand.
Oh, fuck.
So it was like these three fingers. I will add it to the super glue files on our webpage.
I noticed you posted it on Facebook.
Yeah. I was just like, what the fuck? And then Kurt had to come in, and then he was laughing at me, and then he ripped my finger off in a really mean way.
Jeez.
But it didn't actually glue. Super glue was the incorrect glue. I didn't have what this to that told me to use. But I did find my fabric fusion, which was like, that's what made me make up my mind that we were definitely doing this episode, because it was like a sign from the gods. Let's see. So this is for gluing like fabric to fabric, but I think it would also work.
Is it washable? Like you could
yes.
glue some
Washable after 48 hours.
Fuck yes.
But also, I think it would work with paper too. I think you just want to be careful with when you're gluing fabric, because you don't want that weird crusty, because fabric does weird shit with glue sometimes.
Yeah.
It gets hard and crusty and nasty. And sometimes the glue yellows and like wicks the dyes out of the fabric. So definitely, we always stress this when we're talking about experimenting with stuff. Do a test. Cut a little weird, like cut the selvage edge or something off, or cut an inconspicuous spot. Glue it to what you're trying to glue it to. Set it aside and let it dry. And make sure that it works well. It's going to work, because it's a real drag when you actually just go forward and do a project without testing first, and then it looks really cool until the glue dries, and then you're like, oh, that looks like vomit, and I have to throw it away now.
Yeah.
It makes me sad, and it's wasteful,
Yeah.
and I don't like wasting fabric.
I know.
I really have a hard time parting with fabric scraps.
I have a drawer stuffed full. And I'm just like, what am I doing with this?
Yeah.
And I just open it and look, and then I just close the drawer.
So
I'm like,
here's the way I differentiate. Like, I've now made a rule for myself. Like, it has to be a sizable scrap. So I have to be able to hold it up, and like, can't just be a little square or a little, like, it needs to be like, at least 3 to 4 inches by like 10 inches or something. Like, it has to be a decent piece of fabric that I can realistically find myself doing something with.
Right. Yeah.
Because, man, I had some fucking fabric that was just like, I'm like, what is this? Like, I was literally keeping like the pieces that I cut from outer round pattern pieces, and
I
I'm
have
like,
that
this
too,
is
the
like, what
little
am I going to use this for?
Yeah.
Like, really?
Yeah.
Like, you can save some of that stuff in the moment. Like, if you go, oh, this is what I'm going to use this for, or this would be cool. One thing that you can use those smaller scraps for is collage. So when you're doing your mixed media collage work, it's really cool just texture wise and just for some visual texture and to make things look really layered, to throw fabric in.
Cool.
And sometimes it's really neat to, like, when you're using, like, when you're doing faces, to put, like, a little fabric dress on the person, like when you're doing a person in a
cute.
collage or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, or just to have it down, you can use that as a background. You can just tear little pieces and put it in there. And I want to be careful talking about this because I am going to acknowledge that, yes, we have done an episode on fiber arts. And there's arguably a little bit of a crossover between what we're talking about today and what we're talking about then. So I kind of want to keep this more the mixed media art. But, like, you can tear the fibers apart and glue it into or sew it into mixed media collage.
Wow.
Like, I love doing that also. You don't always have to glue it. You can just hand stitch stuff into paper or glue it onto canvases. And I have some really great examples of that being done on the Pinterest board for this episode so far. Like, beautiful examples.
Cool.
And actually, my friend Alicia Cottle, and I linked some of her stuff on our Pinterest board. My favorite work that she does is when she's making art journals, and she often sews fabrics into the paper and into the layers of found objects and old antique buttons and stuff that she does. And I just love the way she does it.
That sounds beautiful.
It always makes me, I'm always stunned when I see, like, that is my favorite work that she does. Like, she does a lot of different things, but that, I always get excited when she's doing something else like that. She just really is great at that. And she often tea dyes her fabrics to make them look older, which I think is what I'm going to do with the pillow ticking that I have, because it looks all vibrant and new. I think I'm just going to soak it in some tea dye. And if you want a tea dye, we're actually going to do an episode about natural dyes here pretty soon also.
Yay!
I go to fucking Fred Meyer and I buy the cheap ass, like, their store brand iced tea bags because they're bigger. And then I just use, like, a dish pan, and I make, like, one kettle of water in a pitcher, and I put, like, 6 tea bags in it, and I make it really dark, and I let it set until the water's cold, and then I squeeze the tea bags out into the water, and then it smells so good. And then you pour it in a dish pan, and you just dye. Like, that's how I dyed some paper that way. But it's fun, and it's great, and I think it works better than coffee dyeing. I think tea dye is better than coffee.
Yeah. The colors,
I feel like
nicer.
But yeah, you can alter your fabric scraps with tea, dyeing them with tea, or you know, distressing them somehow if you don't want them to look all pristine and cute. You know, or you don't want the vibrant color that the fabric has.
I made that weird iris dye that actually ended up working. I can't believe it worked.
Oh yeah, that's right. We had to remember that for the natural fabrics episode.
Yeah,
because
irises and alcohol, and then it worked to dye this lace I had. It's kind of purple.
Yeah, and
like, I can't believe that worked.
When I'm talking about using fabric in your art, I'm including things like lace and crocheted bits of stuff, because that's technically fabric. Like, you are creating fabric when you do that. So anything like that. You can do in your mixed media arts, and not only in collages, but in assemblages.
Yeah.
Like, you can put,
really
like,
cool.
you can just cut out a fucking piece of fabric and make a sunshine. Like, I don't know. Like, I saw a really cute one where somebody had music notes. Like, they had music notes, Jesus Christ. Sheet music, and they cut out little fabric bird shapes and put them on the sheet music like they were little birds on a wire, but they were fabric.
Nice.
So anything that you would paint or anything that you would cut out of paper, consider also using fabric, because that is a viable option.
I had this cute fabric with all these little kitty faces on it.
Kitties? Is that the one you made your kitty lamp out of?
Yeah,
I love that.
So I cut out the kitty faces. Now I have all these kitty faces, and I don't know what I'm going to do with them. if
You're
I ever
gonna
do
put
anything.
them on some things.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's another thing I wanted to bring up is Stiffy. Because I like saying the word Stiffy and it makes me giggle.
Yeah,
I dug out my bottle of Stiffy that I have. See, and I was showing Lonnie
It's vintage.
that I have had it for, it's probably like 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah.
I don't know when Plaid Crafts started putting Stiffy under the Mod Podge umbrella, but
right.
mine just says Plaid Crafts. So, and I think that it's glued. No, oh good, it's not. I thought it was glued shut. See, I got fabric glued to it because
You were doing something.
but you can also consider when you're doing mixed media assemblages or, shadow boxes, anything like that, you're making to make the container out of stiffened fabric.
Yeah.
I saw one where someone did like kind of a dress form, like they made their own wire dress form, and then they used Stiffy and made a big dress to go over it, kind of like a 16th century with the big bustle thing, but it opened up, and when it dried, inside there was this little scene of figures dancing inside of it, and it lit up.
Oh my
So
gosh.
you don't have to just use this stiffened fabric for like origami or for like your lamp. You can actually not iron it and let it dry like that and sculpt it almost.
Yeah. Wow.
To hold other artwork or even to just be its own artwork.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of like when we use the gauze to make the ghosts.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do we use? Starch.
Starch.
For that, liquid starch for that. But yeah, or you could consider using liquid starch also. Stiffy, I think, works a little bit better. More reliably.
Yeah.
I think it dries quicker, too.
Yes.
The liquid starch, man, took for fucking ever to
took
dry.
forever, yeah.
Like days to dry.
My ghost is still hanging in my living room.
I put my ghost somewhere. I don't know where I put it, but
I'm like, oh well, he's just gonna
it's
hang out all
okay.
year.
My The Witch is In sign on my front door is still there from Halloween because I liked it. It's purple and black. And
Yeah.
it has glittery shoes, which I have a collection of. Every time I see glittery shoes, I think I need to have them
Oh well, yeah.
because glitter
Yeah.
is awesome. Glitter. Oh my god. Speaking of glitter, sidebar, when I was cleaning in here yesterday, it was so hot, I thought I was going to die. Like, I seriously did I text you a picture of myself?
No.
Oh,
That's
my-
so funny. I took a picture of myself all sweaty after I mowed the lawn the other day,
Well,
and I
I-
almost sent it to you.
Texted a picture to my mom because I wanted her to I needed someone to feel bad because I was dizzy and I felt pukey and gross.
Yes.
But I was
I
down
was
on the
having that same
floor,
thing.
like trying to, like, on my hands and knees picking up paper scrappies because, anyone who does mixed media artwork or any kind of paper arts,
You should see mine right now.
you
I've
have
been working
paper
on,
scraps everywhere.
I've been working on your book, and it's just
It's like a ticker tape
like-
fucking parade happened in
it's
here.
confetti.
There was me yesterday afternoon. I was like
Aw.
sweating. You guys are never going to see this picture. I would not show the public because it's terrible. But I was red and sweaty and feeling gross, and I was like seriously
That's so funny because I took
dripping.
this thinking I was going to send it to you.
Yeah.
I got the under boob sweat and everything.
Oh my god, I hate
Yeah.
underboob sweat. I had butt crack sweat. Like I could feel like when I went to the bathroom, I was like, "Oh my god, I got butt crack sweat."
You and I have such
When
a
you
similar...
like bent over
That's
and
so
you can
funny.
feel the sweat drip down your ass crack.
Oh
It's
god,
so
that's
gross.
the worst feeling.
That happens
is
to me.
the worst.
But I was on my hands and knees, like scraping up little paper scrappies because I don't like getting them in my vacuum cleaner. And as I was doing it, I wasn't paying attention, but there was a whole area where I had spilled glitter. So when I was running my hands across the carpet, it was making the glitter fly up out of the carpet.
Oh, shit, so it was
and
all
I was
stuck to
sweaty,
you?
so I was covered in orange glitter. And I was like, what? And I looked at my face was all glittery. I was like, what the fuck, man? I love glitter, but that was insane.
Yeah.
And then not glitter, but equally as, well, worse. Yesterday, or the day before yesterday, I cleaned the downstairs. I had a 2-day tantrum.
Oh.
And I was scooping out the litter box, and when like the litter clumps get stuck to the bottom sometimes?
Oh fuck.
And I went like this, and it went toing, and flicked up, and I flicked a clump of cat piss litter into my cleavage.
No.
And then I was sweaty and gross, so it all stuck to me.
No.
I know, dude, I was very upset. by that.
Sorry,
Come here,
Duda.
baby. It's okay. Come on. I know, old man. Lay down. He's being a weirdo. But, so yeah, I really like the idea, and I'm going to be doing some thinking about ways that I can... Actually, I think I'm going to copy the idea that I saw and do like some kind of a weird sculpture with a big dress.
Yeah,
that
that
lights
sounds
up.
really cool.
Or even I was thinking like for something Halloweeny, like with a witch, like you could make a big witch dress, like do a witch sculpture, and then like inside make a little like crazy witch's brew looking
Yeah.
like assemblage and have it light up and be awesome, because everything needs to light up and be awesome.
Yeah.
For Rizzle.
That sounds really cool.
For Rizzle.
For
Nizzle.
Rizzle.
Oh my god, that was dumb. We also are going to do an episode on art dolls in the future, and I have a friend that I would like to interview about art dolls, but I do want to mention that if you are into that or you like making art dolls, say you can utilize your fabric scraps
Yeah.
for that. You can actually use fabric scraps to sew an art doll or to make aspects of an art doll. I don't want to get too deeply into it because we're going to do a whole episode on them.
Judas are cool. And also, I think it's Luna that's making the little dolls. Is it Luna? Or is it... Oh, shit.
I don't think so.
Sorry.
I think
cut that
Luna's
out.
recovering from a knee replacement. Double knee replacement.
Why am
Maybe
I-
she is, though.
Lotus.
Lotus. Yes,
Sorry.
Lotus is making really cute
Those
little dolls.
tiny
Yeah.
arms.
Oh
How
my
does
God.
she... yeah. You could use scraps for that, but I don't know how she does it. It's...
So, in making dolls,
Blows my
you
mind.
don't have to make like dollies for people. I'm talking like art dolls.
Yeah.
They're not.
Not...
I mean, you can of course make them for people, but
Right.
they're made to be looked at, not played with.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know I have a creepy doll halfway torn apart on my. It's like her gross head's over here looking at us because I'm
Sorry.
doing a thing. Your phone's making awesome sounds.
I know.
Doo-doo.
Why?
Did it tell you there's a Pokemon in here?
No. That's funny.
We have Zubats and those stupid Pidgeys.
Oh my god, so many
Got so many
Pidgeys.
Pidgeys. I'm tired of Pidgeys. If I was able to get a Pidgeotto, like I transformed or evolved one of them into a Pidgeotto, but
Yeah.
we're just going to talk about Pokemon for a while here because we're both playing it.
If you transfer them, you get candies. So
I
then
know.
you-
Right? That's what I do. Gotta catch them all. I feel like this is kind of a lame episode, but oh well.
Sorry,
Who cares?
guys.
Sorry, guys. We're just, speaking of lame episodes, to prevent this from happening again, we are taking next week off. There will not be a new episode because I need some planning time,
Yeah, it's gonna
but
be
I
hot.
also need some fucking resting time.
She needs a break from me.
Something- not from you, just from like so many things that I have to keep track of.
Yeah, you have a lot going on.
So I just need a break. I need a week or so. And I was actually thinking next week maybe we can just have like an arts day
Cool.
instead of a recording day because we haven't. Because we want to play with the gelatos.
Yeah,
We got a
yeah.
lot coming up. But
Velvet painting we're supposed to do at
yes,
some point.
we are going to do an episode on velvet painting, and that is going to be awesome.
I just thought of. Okay, God, I'm sidebarring, but I wonder if
This whole
I've
fucking
been-
episode is a sidebar at this point.
I wonder if I've been framed. I think they just sell the blank frame. I know I should be able to make one, but I'm kind of lame. But just the blank frame that you can stretch your own fabric over or whatever.
We are going to talk about how to stretch our own canvases too at some point. But yeah,
just
you
for
can
the
do
velvet
that.
painting. Which is a totally different subject, but it is using
It's
fabric in your art.
It is. Thank you for bringing that back around. 'Cause
Yeah.
I got a little sidetracked.
Yeah,
So,
but yeah, I mean, velvet painting, that counts, right?
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of.
I also I want to take one moment to talk about sari silk. So
oh, yeah.
if you can buy used saris on eBay a lot of the times. People also they make sari silk ribbon. They have presumably purchased a bunch of used saris on eBay and then cut it up into ribbon, but you can shred it up. It's beautiful. The colors are gorgeous. The textures are gorgeous. It often has amazing embroidery on it. Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I used to have some pillows that I made out of sari silk, but I don't know what the fuck happened to them, to tell you the truth. They're one of those things like when you move
Yeah.
and you were like, wait, I had this thing before we moved. Where the fuck is it now? So it couldn't have gotten left. Like, I would know if I left pillows that were on my couch
Right.
in my old apartment. So it makes me feel like either they went home with somebody, or like maybe our moving truck was open while we were loading stuff and sitting alone and like somebody took them, or they accidentally got thrown away. I don't know who would do that, but my husband throws some weird shit away.
That sucks.
Like when one time he cleaned out the refrigerator and he just threw away all my Tupperware. Not fucking Rubbermaid shit that you bought at the store for a couple bucks. Actual Tupperware that was very expensive.
Oh my God.
Because I tried to be a Tupperware lady once.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it didn't work out.
That'd be hard.
Didn't work out because I would be like, I had 2 parties. Basically, I paid for my kit. Because it's a big fucking pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
And it's dumb. And
Yeah.
I hated the lady that I was under, and I hated it all. I went to one of their little fucking stupid cheerleader meetings. It was like Mary Kay.
Uh-huh.
The whole thing was disgusting. But also, look, I'm not a team player sometimes, guys. That's just me. I'm not that way. I had a hard time not telling people, dude, you can buy this thing that, like Fred Meyer, that's like Rubbermaid. Like, you don't have to pay. Like, and then I'm like, wait a minute, I was supposed to be selling this shit.
Right.
Not telling people how they can do it cheaper. But, wait, how did I get off all the Tupperware thing? I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Holy shit. Oh, that was dumb. But, oh yeah. Because I was talking about Kurt throwing weird shit away. Anyway, Sorry Silk is a beautiful component in mixed media art, and actually Alicia uses some in her mixed media art journals.
Wow.
And they're just, it's stunning fabric. Like I know I'm kind of started this out saying this is how to utilize your fabric scraps, and now I'm advocating buying fabric scraps on purpose. But if you buy some Sorry Silk and make some pretty pillows or something awesome with it, and then you have scrap left over,
Yeah.
then you can do some stuff with it.
Mm-hmm.
And consider anything. But really, I think that it's an element that people just don't consider. They don't think of.
Mm-hmm.
Like the crossover isn't there. And not everybody sews. So that might be like, not everybody's going to have fabric scraps sitting around because they don't sew like a maniac like I do.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do, or if you have friends that sew, that want to get rid
Yeah.
of shit, you can, I'm like, seriously, anyone that sews
They got scraps.
they hoard scraps.
Yeah.
They just do. I don't know anyone that just throws fabric away.
Right.
Because this is fucking expensive. You've
Yeah.
invested in it. So ask your friends who sew if they have some fabric scraps that they're willing to get rid of and just that you can have around. I have a box of fabric scraps for mixed media art, and I have a box of ribbon and shit that I've kept. I also have bigger pieces of fabric scraps that I think that someday I'll be able to use in other projects. I always have in the back of my mind that I might decide to be a quilter someday. I know that's realistically never going to happen because I hate quilting with so much hate that I'm surprised.
The
it
end.
doesn't-
Is it the end putting it together?
Yeah.
Doing the edges?
I never cut it. No, it's just that even though I measure and cut and all of that, they never go together correctly. And it makes me angry, and I have tantrums, and it's very fussy.
Yeah.
But I like sewing clothing. That's my jam. I
Yeah.
like to make clothes. I don't like to, and I like designing and making costumes.
That's awesome.
I don't like to fuck with that fussy shit. Not that I don't love quilts, because I think quilts are beautiful, and I'm quite envious of people who quilt. Quilters will have lots of fucking fabric scraps, but good luck prying them out of their fucking fingers.
Yeah.
Because you can use small scraps when you quilt.
That's true.
So there's that.
You could quilt a small thing and put it into your
Yes,
mixed media
exactly.
art.
I've seen that, and you know, and kind of riding the line of fiber art, but maybe a little bit different. You can actually I saw a lot of nature, like people taking sticks and smooth driftwood, and then you kind of weave fabric into it or sew it into stuff and make these beautiful wall hangings.
Wow.
Where you're
yeah.
like sewing stuff onto, or you make panels, and you can sew paper to fabric, and it's a neat way to display photographs, old photos, or I'm gonna link Alicia's website because I keep referring to things that she's done that I've seen that I really like. But yeah, it's an interesting way to display photos.
Yeah.
Or to just display cool pictures that you like. You just sew around them, sew them adhere so they're sewn onto the fabric background.
Cool.
And you can hand sew buttons and rocks and whatever into it to make it like a mixed media collage. But you're not applying fabric to paper, you're applying paper to fabric.
Cool.
So it can be your substrate or your background for your art as opposed to going into something else.
Right.
That is your background or substrate.
Cool.
So.
Sorry, itchy nose.
We're always into reusing stuff though around here. And I think that that's kind of the spirit of mixed media art too, is reusing things and I think it's important to not just throw shit away.
Yeah.
It bothers me.
Yeah.
I think that's why I'm a borderline hoarder. I just don't.
God, me too. I've been really struggling lately with it.
Sometimes it's a good lesson to learn to when to give shit up.
Mm-hmm.
But also, here's another thing, and it could be a good resource for fabric scraps, but also for a way to get rid of them is scrap.
That's true.
They take donations of that stuff, and I don't know if
true.
that's not an Oregon thing. Is it just an Oregon thing, or is it a nationwide?
I don't know. I only know of it in Portland.
Oh, I might be sucking out loud right now because I'm telling people about something. But I'm sure other stores, there are similar things in other states if it's not a nationwide chain. But like in Portland, we have a store called Scrap where you can go in. People donate the odds and ends of their like little balls of yarn that they didn't finish, or nice folds of like scraps of fabric. And it's not like garbage scraps. It's just stuff that people couldn't use. And I'm not sure how that goes. Like maybe you get store credit for trading shit in or something like that, or if you just donate it. But you can go buy scraps of things there is the important part of that. And you can get rid of stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's recycling, but you don't have to be the hoarder. Like, you don't have to be the one holding on to it. So you know that it's going forward and being used by someone.
Yeah.
And I think it feels a little bit easier, a little better getting rid of stuff in that way.
Yeah, than just putting it in the landfill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Than just going, meh, or donating it. Like, I mean, I donate a lot of stuff, but man, I gotta call the Salvation Army. I got a shit ton of crap in my garage.
Yeah, I just thought, I wonder if Scrap would take our old wood blinds. Maybe someone could take them apart and do something with the slats. I don't know.
They might.
Slat.
Slut. Oh, where we went with that. All right, you guys, we have drug this on for a very long time. I didn't think we'd been talking this long.
Wow.
I might have to cut some of our weird conversation out just because. But yeah, use your fabric.
Yeah.
Just think of different ways to do it. I think people don't always think of that, but you can include it in your mixed media art. It is a great element in anything that you want to do. Even jewelry making. That's what I was getting at with the sari silk. I saw some beautiful jewelry made from sari silk.
Wow.
Just, when you see it, if you hold it in your hand and just look at it, sometimes it says, I need to be done. I need to be used for this purpose. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it doesn't. Just experiment with it. That's what it's all about. That's what mixed media is about. Not being afraid to just experiment and jump in there.
Yeah.
And go, well, this could work.
My kid's doing that all the time, making little capes for stuffed animals and stuff with
That's
scraps
hilarious.
of fabric. Yeah, just random stuff.
I love that.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so remember, next week we are taking a break. There will be no new episode next week. I will probably put up a reminder about our contest. If you want to win a Mod Podge starter pack, follow us on Twitter or Instagram. We have a month. August 22nd is the deadline. And then we will choose a winner.
Yay!
Yay! So anyway, until not next week, but the week after, go make some cool shit, yo!
You got time, so do it now!
Yeah!
Good morning, Katie. This is your friend. I'm recording on the new Tascam. I'm trying to figure out what the buttons do, But every once in a while, I take a break to poo.